Hi there and welcome to the Excited Wanderer channel. Today we're exploring why most Japanese people can't speak English according to the locals. For context, students in Japan are required to learn English during their 3 years of junior high and subsequent 3 years in high school. This means that they get a full 6 years of English study. So what seems to be the problem?
これなんですかね。リフリフリリフリリフリじゃリフリガレーター
Refrigerator.
In the classroom, students focus on passing exams, so they spend the most time on reading and writing English, with very little emphasis on actually speaking it. As students progress in their learning, the English essays that they have to write get longer, but focus on actual application of the language in daily life remains minimal to non-existent. In a typical classroom setting, the teacher stands in front and commands students to write notes on English grammar and vocabulary. They would repeat words after the teacher to practice their pronunciation. And while all of this helps to build a certain level of proficiency in English, it takes a lot more to achieve actual fluency. Outside of school, there is usually very little opportunity to practice speaking English with native speakers. In fact, any other form of English other than from movies and songs are rare in Japan. Hence, the typical application of English is usually only in the written form. Despite knowing a wide range of vocabulary, the lack of actual practice is one of the main reasons why most Japanese people can't speak English. Then there's the group mentality, which is taught to Japanese children at a very young age, and as such, conformity is very ingrained in their society. This thinking effectively stops kids from learning through making mistakes, instead, to avoid standing out and being ridiculed. This is why most Japanese people would rather avoid the embarrassment of making a mistake than to challenge themselves and learning from their mistakes. Of course, in Japan, Japanese remains their primary language. And while big cities like Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka are seeing a growth in English-speaking tourists, businessmen, and foreign residents, there's very little need to use English in the countryside. Non-international companies are still conducting their meetings entirely in Japanese. Hence, English is only really needed when there's a gaijin or foreigner around. What do you think of the factors mentioned here? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next episode.